In 2011, Thailand encountered its worst flooding in over half a century. The rainy season arrived earlier than expected, as 5 tropical storms and a monsoon trough passed over the northern and central parts of the country. Coupled with the already brimming water levels in the country's major reservoirs, 65 provinces, as well as parts of Bangkok, were struck by widespread and intense flooding. Sweeping across the north, northeast, and central plains, the floods caused tremendous losses of life and property, including damages to public infrastructure, plantations, and various sectors that were vital to the economy and the country. Flood relief from ASEAN member states and other countries was graciously offered and supported Thailand in its time of need.
We sent a technical cooperation team that removed the flooded water.
The Japan International Cooperation Agency, known as JICA, provided emergency relief supplies and dispatched experts to work on flood control, drainage, and healthcare. Since the flooding, JICA has embarked on a series of recovery and reconstruction projects, including a flood preparation and management plan, the development of a flood forecast system, and investment in disaster risk reduction efforts. At the time, many roads and airports were closed, but the Bangkok Metro Blue Line was still operational, even in flood-stricken areas. All subway entrances had been elevated by a meter from the ground. Japan has assisted in the subway's construction, equipping it with floodgates, ventilation holes, and drainage pumps. Many local businesses and industries in Thailand suffered extensive damage and financial losses. These losses were felt not just in the domestic economy, but even in global markets. As a result, JICA in 2013 proposed Region-wide Business Continuity Management or BCM and a Business Continuity Plan or BCP to unify the efforts of public and private sectors to allow businesses to maintain operations. Today, the Area BCM coordinates all associated sectors to share disaster risk and impact information, decide on a common risk management strategy, and establish the Area BCP that indicates the framework and direction of mitigation measures and recovery actions. The Area BCM also coordinates the implementation of these measures and actions and reviews its progress to make constant improvements. Through aid and support of international communities, Thailand has been able to speed its recovery and get its economy back on track. This isn't the first time that Thailand has taken important steps to protect itself from disaster. After the 2004 tsunami that devastated several Asian countries, the Thai government established the National Disaster Warning Center, which started operations on May 30, 2005. The center does not work alone, as it shares information with data centers worldwide and coordinates with foreign counterparts to ensure public safety.
We cooperate with them to share the data to help each other give the warning if the impact in the macro area in the South China Sea, in the Southeast Asia.
Most of the time, they share the data that comes in from the tsunami detection buoy. It senses possible danger. The warning center in Thailand would share the information with other centers in the region, for example, the Inkois of India and Inatu of Indonesia. Other than tsunamis, natural disasters that commonly occur in the region are floods and drought. To mitigate disasters, Japan has contributed knowledge and recently shared its forecast technologies with Thailand.
Models that we call the Kyoto model, that is the model especially designed for flash flood, for landslide, for tsunami, for earthquake, and so many disasters.
The flood prediction system can forecast ordinary river water levels, as well as calculate 1 week ahead whether or not the amount of water and rain accumulated could result in flash floods.
Thailand can make use of the system that Japan have contributed to us. But anyway, for that contribution, they come into the cooperation because we share the funding, we share the technologies, and we share the knowledge. in Thailand with Japan.
Warning systems do help save lives, but catastrophes can come without warning and without notice. International communities have also noted that when disasters strike, the areas are usually inaccessible to medical personnel and equipment. JICA revealed that during 1998 to 2011, over 250,000 people died from natural disasters. Southeast Asia makes up 61.6% of all disasters-related deaths during this time period. The medical team from ASEAN and Japan, along with relevant agencies, came together during the ASEAN-Japan Commemorative Summit in December 2013 to strengthen the region's disaster medicine capabilities. JICA, in collaboration with Thailand's National Institute for Emergency Medicine, or NIEM, have developed a disaster medical assistant team.
Japanese government, they want to help ASEAN to set up the collaborating system about disaster medicine to create some network. When disaster happen, a disaster medical assistant team from every country can help each other. So when the government of Japan want to do something like that, they look for NIEM, for my institute, to work together for all 10 countries in ASEAN.
Purpose of that TTX is to enhance cooperation between Thailand and Japan. Thailand is a medical and traffic hub in this Mekong sub-region. Once anything happens around this area, this region, and Japan and Thailand could cooperate each other to strengthen our assistance.
During the tabletop exercise between JICA and NIEM on March 9, 2016, they simulate an imaginary country and name it Southland.
And Southland suffered from a big, great flooding, and the government of the Southland requests assistance both from the Thailand and Japan. Each side express what we should do each other, and we have a common understanding between our behavior action to be taken in the case of emergency which would be happening around this area.
From this scenario, we discuss together how can we work together effectively. Maybe Thailand act like a base of the disaster medical team. From every country who want to go to that country, we are the base to support every country.
Thailand's National Institute for Emergency Medicine and JICA in 2016 signed a record of discussion on the project to strengthen the ASEAN region's capacity for disaster health management.
We are making a protocol for how to collaborate with not only the Japan and Thai team, but also the all ASEAN member states.
All the collaborating countries will establish a training course together to learn from each other and to share knowledge with other countries that need improvement with their emergency medical system and disaster medicine.
The new project will continue the 10 years, and every year we will make some drill, how to deal with on-site, how to collaborate with the ASEAN member states.
After exercise, we can know capacity of any country, and we can set standard of every country, and we will set up some project to improve standard of every country. We hope that in the future, when big disaster happen, we can help each other.
As countries become more informed and prepared for natural disasters, they stand ready to support and help each other through their most difficult and most vulnerable times. The cooperation and coordination among ASEAN member states and Japan on disaster management will strengthen regional collaboration and bring about a disaster-resilient society and a safer community that prepares and protects the people of this region.